obvious one for me is Virgil Van Dijk at Liverpool.
Yeah.
Liverpool was first from Southampton for about 75 million, something like that. Also, Liverpool wanted to try and sign him the previous summer, which fell through. That. He sorted down tools, was training with the reserves, wasn't he, Van Dijk, and he came back in January. Eyebrows were raised at the price of 75 million, which, if you look at it now, is a bargain. For me, people say he's overrated, right? But I still think he's one of the best defenders the Premier League's seen. I know he can be a bit sort of lax. You know, it looks like he doesn't give a shit, but I just think he's from a different level. You got to remember when he came in, they then went to the Champions League final. Okay, they lost it, but they got to the Champions League final, and then after that they went and won the Champions League and the Premier League, and they've been up there with City. So when we talked about Liverpool being like title contenders back then, the things that were always missing was a centre half and a goalkeeper. So they sorted out the goalkeeper, the centre half, Van Dijk, in that January window, and then they got Alisson in the next summer. So I mean, I'm sure I don't think you can argue with that in terms of the impact that he's made. It's a bit of a boring one to start with, Jack, but it's the first one that really came.
But I'd say there's no doubt. So he's probably become kind of alongside Salah. They've both kind of become like probably the present Liverpool greats, haven't they? Really. So, well, you kind of forget that obviously Henderson was the captain for all those years. But you kind of feel like being the spearhead defender that Van Dijk probably was, kind of the captain, the role model from the back. But it does make you wonder, though. Like, I think the only thing that annoys me about some January transfers is kind of what you said. Then is like they didn't get their move in the summer, and then they're down tools. But that I don't know how clubs aren't put off with that though. No, they're not going, oh, well, this is this. If he doesn't get what he wants, look how he just down tools. Or is that just, or does it show commitment towards the club?
Yeah, well, that's just modern football, isn't it? Like he felt he was mistreated. And to be honest, I didn't think Van Dijk would be that sort of player. But I think with Van Dijk, the one thing to mention is obviously this is 5-6 years ago now, and we know he's a world-class defender. When he made that move, there was still loads of doubt with him.
What did you say? Celtic and Southampton, were the two clubs that played that before.
Sorry, but I was going to say, me like supporting Celtic, he was a Rolls Royce. Didn't think he did well in Europe for Celtic, but in terms of a defender,
not as good as Kelvin Wilson.
Do you know Kelvin Wilson actually had more of an impact? That's what I will say, but. There was loads of question marks with Van Dijk, and then even as Southampton, he did well, but there was not 100% guarantee he was going to be that world class defender. So it's okay looking now to be like, oh, he's world class, but there was a lot of doubt there. But then very quickly, he's just made himself into one of the world's best.